everybody. Welcome to day 5 of 30 days and 30 ways to clear your energy. I hope you're enjoying everything so far. And if you have any questions or comments or feedback, please pop them in the comments below. I would love to see it because this is an interactive thing and I really want you to get a lot out of this. If you've got any thoughts or suggestions or questions, just pop them in below and I'll really happily check them out for you. Okay, so today we're going to move on to primarily negative entities. We did touch on this a couple of days ago, but I wanted to do it as a whole energy clearing on its own because it is such a powerful thing. And I do find that negative energies and negative entities can impact you in pretty major ways. And I tend to find this particular process is more powerful if you find that that kind of deeper energy clearing that we did on day 3 doesn't quite clear this concept or feeling that there's like someone around you or that there's just this energy that's really impacting you. Now, it may show up in signs and symptoms such as feeling more negative than usual, feeling really depressed and angsty, which is out of normal for you. Or even if it is normal, I mean, these people and energies can stick around for a really, really long time. If you feel like completely stressed and you don't know what's going on and you don't know why it's there, if you're feeling really weighed down and burdened by something that is just inexplicable to you and you don't really know why, if you've got lots of thought forms and energies around you and you just feel like you can't release them, this is a really nice way to deal with it. I remember probably one of the most powerful energy releases or entity releases that I had was with my spiritual teacher, actually. I've had plenty in my own, but I tend to forget what I do when I'm in channel, actually. So it's kind of easier when I notice and watch other people in channel. But my meditation teacher, Susan Rudd, she's an amazing person, amazing healer. And we went as part of my training like 10, 15 years ago, we went to a policeman's house and they weren't there, but we were doing an energy clearing on the house. And she's a very powerful space healer. I sent all my people to her. And she is really fantastic at picking up on things. But we did a lot of kind of elemental balancing around the house. But basically, what had happened is this policeman had had really severe depression. And she tuned into, I think the wife was there, but not the policeman, because she was chatting with the wife at some point. And she had this vision of someone who'd shot themselves and was attached to this policeman. And the woman actually confirmed it. And she said, yes, he was at a suicide. This man killed himself in front of this policeman. And basically, this policeman has now had severe depression ever since. Like, he's been in a really bad state. And so what my teacher did was a releasing of this negative energy and this negative entity, because that person was then fully attached to this policeman and really causing a lot of pain because this person was in shock and trauma themselves. So it's not always true that when you pass, you go into a state of bliss and happiness, especially if you suicide. It is actually a really big thing. So you can actually have a really massive trauma, shock, surprise, fear if you suicide or if you die suddenly. And that's what this policeman was experiencing. It was actually a really powerful and very heavy experience for him. So my teacher was able to move this person on, and then all of a sudden, within a couple of days, that depression released for the policeman, and he was completely shifted by it. These things happen all the time. We don't always realize and know, but you can 100% be around people who have passed, who are attached to you, or even beings from other dimensional realities that are connecting into you. Now, we bring these people in if we have a lot of negative thought forms, if we are bashing ourselves down or other people, if we're in a state of general negative spiral, okay? So negative spiral with thoughts, beliefs, behaviors. And if we stay in these negative belief patterns and spirals, we will attract, absolutely, not consciously, unconsciously, we will attract energies that we don't want to have. And it tends to basically feed the spiral, which is why it's really hard for people often to come out of depressive states. It's really hard for people to come out of anxious states, because you do actually have energies and entities around you that feed it and actually make it a lot more difficult to come out of. You can clear this though. This is the beauty of this particular session. You can actually clear this. It is actually really important to know that this isn't something that you have to stay with. But if you aren't sure whether it's a negative entity or an energy, do the clearing anyway and see if you feel better. Okay, so we're going to go into this now. So I'm aware that this is a really sensitive topic, so I want you to just be really kind and easy on yourself. This is not meant to be a big, deep dive into the shadow, not at all. This is a tool and a technique for you to use if you want to feel free of these things. If you're feeling really burdened and you don't know why, if you feel like there's an energy and you don't know why, if there's been trauma or issues, or if you feel like there is someone attached to you. And often people will go, oh, I don't really know what's going on, but I just feel like there's someone like around me. This is for you. Okay. So I'll get you to close your eyes and allow yourself to just connect into your body for a moment. And just allow yourself to take a few big breaths in. Just allow yourself to calm your nervous system and train your heart to your mind. So place your hands on your heart space. Take 3 giant breaths in, 5 seconds in, 5 seconds out. Allowing your nervous system to just completely calm down right now. 2 more. And 1 more. Allowing your everything to just slow down. And I want you to see if you can feel or intuit or have an awareness of any other energies that are around your body, sitting either in your auric fields or just around you or close by you or in the same room. If you have any entities or energies that are attached to you, ask them for them to be revealed now. And we're going to allow you to be in a completely safe and loving environment. We're going to call in the archangelics of the light to hold space for you. We're going to call in Michael, Gabrielle, Raphael, Uriel, Sanaphon, and Metatron to hold 6 directions. And we're going to call in your spiritual team of the light only to come in and completely surround you with unconditional support and love. And we're going to call in the guardians of the light now to come in and to completely release and remove any negative entities or energies sitting around you in your field, any people that have passed and have attached to you. And as gently and as lovingly as they can to remove them from your field and to pass them on. You may feel or see a giant beam of light come down. You may see or feel or hear any resistance by this being, person, entity, or other. If you want to, show some reassurance and just let them know that it's okay. Everything is okay. They're safe, and it's okay for them to pass on. It's okay for them to move across. Thank you for their teaching, and let them go. As you feel this relax and release from your body, you may then look around and not see, feel, or intuit anybody else around. If there are, keep doing this process. Keep calling the guardians of the light in to help clear you. Until things feel completely calm and clear in your field. You want to thank profusely the guardians of the light, your spiritual team of the light, and the archangelics of the light for holding space for you. We're going to ask now that any negative thoughts, spirals, belief patterns, or behaviors can now be switched into a positive upspin, giving you a sense of peace and love through your body, and allowing your DNA to spin in a completely different way, allowing you to actually be in a place of uplifting, inspiration, and love. Give yourself permission to fully receive this, and give yourself permission fully to shift into another way of being. Allow this information and these upgrades and these transmutations to happen through your body, every cell, tissue, and organ, your DNA, your energy field, your energy template, your chakras, your nadis, and your auric field. And grounding this new energy, this beautiful uplifted energy, in through your earth star, all the way deep, deep, deep into the bottom of the tree of life in the middle of the earth. Okay. And whenever you're ready, after thanking your spiritual team of the light and the archangelics as well, wiggle your fingers and toes, come back into the room and open your eyes. Okay. Proof is in the pudding. You'll know in the next hour, day, week, whether this has worked for you. Again, place information in the comments. Let me know how you're finding this. Let me know the changes and the shifts that you make. And I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it's really helpful, and I'll see you tomorrow.